it's Ruth here. So today I'm going to do a short video for you talking about the toddler clock. So I've been getting a lot of questions about that, and so I thought I'd run you through, what is it, how do we use it, why do we use it, how is it going to be beneficial for you, how to implement it, all that kind of stuff, okay? And so firstly, I want to show you what I have. So I have this one here. This is Sam the sheep. And I believe there's another one out there called the Grow Clock as well. So either one would work. And so a couple of features here. And firstly, you'll see that with Sam's eyes is open at the moment, which means that it's time to wake up. And so first thing you'll see is that there's a color there. And so when it's green, it means that a child, it's time to wake up. So you could communicate that with your kids or your toddler to say that, yep, this is the time that you can get out of bed, or you can wake up, or you can open the door. Whatever you want to set the rules, you can. And I'll talk you through what we do as well, what I do with my boys. And then when it's time to sleep, let's see if I can set that, it will turn red. And see, Sam's eyes closed as well. So then it tells them, okay, it's time to close your eyes. It's still sleep time. It's not awake time yet. And there's actually another function. Sorry, there's actually a yellow color as well. Let's see if I can try to get that up. Bear with me. Okay, see how it's yellow? Yellow just means, well, you can teach your child and say that yellow means it's almost time. Not yet, but soon. So it gives them a sense of security knowing that, okay, I'm not waiting here forever. It lowers their anxiety and their stress levels, because kids, they can't read clock, they can't read numbers yet. And so they're waiting endlessly thinking, oh my goodness, how long am I going to be here for? So having a clock like that really gives them a chance to understand the concept of time in their own way. Okay, so that, it just helps them, it just gives them a lot of reassurance as well. Okay, so my boys, they share a room, they're 3 and 5. Okay, so we use them for both naps and bedtime. So bedtime, super simple, they go to sleep at 7:30. At 7:30, Sam clicks in and it will turn red, okay? And then initially, we got them to stay in bed until it's green. Okay, so it turns green again at 7:30 in the morning. So when that happens, they can start to get out of bed and do what they want to do. Now that my boys are a little bit older though, they are 3 and 5, they're in a bunk bed now. We do things a little bit differently because they are so used to the rules and the boundaries of the clock. They know what to do now. What we do is that at 7 o'clock, and because they don't need as much sleep anymore, I notice that they've been awake. They're awake around the 6:45, 7 o'clock time. And it's not nice to make them stay in bed for an extra half an hour when they've already been awake. So what we do now for bedtime is that, yes, 7:30 p.m. At night, it goes Sam will go to sleep, so it turns red, and they know they have to stay in bed the whole time, as long as it's red, right, to the morning. So it doesn't matter what time they wake up in the morning, they'll still stay in bed till half an hour before, where Sam will turn yellow. And when it turns yellow, they can get out of bed if they want to. They can turn on the lights, get dressed themselves. They can do that themselves too. Read a book, talk to each other, jump into each other's bed, whatever they want to do, they can do that. But they cannot open the door. So they're not allowed to come out of their room. So we found that helps them to just wake up a little bit. We're not rushing out the door in the mornings as well if they're going to childcare or something like that. So that gives them half an hour to, slowly wake up and, play and things like that in their room. So that was a good thing that we implemented. And then at 7:30, they can open the door and come out and greet us. So it doesn't matter what time they wake up. We as parents, my husband and I, we know that before 7:30 we get time to ourselves to do whatever we want, and they can do whatever they want, and then they can come out and have breakfast at 7:30. They can open the door and to go to the playroom or whatever they want to do and start their day. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So the second thing we use for is obviously naps. And so my oldest one is almost 5 and my youngest one's 3. Now he's still taking a nap. He's a high sleep needs boy. But my older son, he's almost 5. And even though he's dropped his nap most days, some days he still naps, we still protect quiet time. So I get this question a lot about quiet time too. I might do another video on that. But quiet time is so crucial for your kids. Doesn't matter whether they're napping or not, that 1 hour, you still need at least 45 minutes to 1 hour for them to calm their mind, calm their body. They can't just be going all day, go, 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 right? And so what we do is we use Sam as well. So I use a different setting. There's a different setting there. You can set 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes. And I set it for 60 minutes. So 60 minutes, they have to stay in the room. I don't care whether you are asleep or not, but the rules are what we do for quiet time, and I'll do a more in-depth video as well on that, is that they have to stay in their beds. The lights have to be off. The white noise is on. There's a little bit of light coming through the windows. We don't have blackouts anymore. They're much older, but it just gives them a chance to relax. And so they can draw in bed if they want. They can read. They can sing. Obviously, they can't shout on the top of their lungs and scream and whatnot. The fun things that kids do. But they can do a bit of quiet play. And most of the time, you know what? My oldest one still sleeps for nap. If he does, we obviously get him up by a certain time. But that also gives you as parents 1 hour. You know that my kids are in there, they're resting. I can do what I want to do and have some me time or work or whatever you need to do, right? And so, yeah, that's how we use the Sam the sheep. There is another one called Grow Clock, which has the sun and the star and all that kind of stuff. So either way, use one. It's really helpful. Now, obviously, when you're introducing that, you need time, okay, to prep your kids and to teach them the rules. So first thing to do is to make sure you know what the rules are. You don't want to chop and change. When Sam turns yellow, you can come out of bed, but then the next day you say you can't come out of bed. So you need to establish that first, okay? What are the rules around that, okay? Set the initial rules first. If it's not ideal or you find that it's not quite working, you can change that once the habit of using it is in place. So use it for a good 20 days or so before you even think of wanting to change up the rules, because you don't want to confuse your kids, right? So when you introduce something, you are introducing a new habit. So habits take time, and so you need to give your child a good 20 days, I would say, longer if possible, to get used to it before you even see any results or any sort of positive change around their behaviors when it comes to sleep time, either at bedtime or nap times. Okay, but I just want to talk about this. It's so super helpful. Honestly, I think you have a child that is over 2 years old, that's a great time to start. Obviously, the older they are, the quicker they'll get the concept of it. But I think every toddler should have a toddler clock. That's just my opinion, but there is nothing harmful about that. There's everything that is beneficial for you as parents, as for kids. Help them to establish good boundaries, good habits around sleep, and happiness all around, right? So I hope this helps, and any questions, let me know. And I will try to do a video on quiet time and how to maintain quiet time for your kids, whether they're napping or not, until they go to school. Wouldn't you like that? 1 hour in a day for your kids until they turn 5 or when they go to school. Instead of you dropping the nap and then going, oh my gosh, I have my child with me all day, every day, all the time from, 3 years old. That's, that's always a better way of doing things. And so if you have any questions, let me know. Anything you want me to chat about, let me know. And I'll definitely try to do a video for you. Okay, have a great day. Bye.